Hi folks, welcome to Fuji in the IRO4, so let's crack on with the fast lap. Right then, fast lap done and dusted, and let me show you the rules tab. Always have a look at the rules tab because it tells you where the slowdowns and off tracks are, or off tracks I should say. Really useful to maximising your track limits and maximising your lap time, so always have a read through them and make sure you understand where the off tracks are and where they are not and where you can get away with it. Otherwise, the info tab for you, we are using the identical iRacing fixed Fuji setup. It's not too bad around here, although the slipstream is kind of non-existent. It really is weird. Once you pull out, you get that wall of wind come in your face and you kind of stop like a brick wall. So yeah, turn 1 dive bombs are going to be a thing. Track temp of 98 Fahrenheit and a moderate usage of 44% is what I always use on these track guides. That could be different if you are watching this in the future. Otherwise, the lap I'm going to show you guys is not my fastest lap. It is this lap right here because this is my out lap. So I think it's a little bit fairer to show you an out lap full of fuel. Yes, fresher tyres, but full of fuel, so it's a bit more qualifying and race related. So you hear here later on, I did a 41.170, and on my out lap I did a 41.279. So that's the lap I'm going to show you. Be careful around here because the rear tyres are not particularly happy around here. The rear end is very skatey. Not sure if it's setup related or tyre temp related. It kind of felt like tyre temp related, but just be cautious around there. Make sure you keep an eye on that rear end. Otherwise, this is going to be... there's not a polite way of putting this. Swear word here is what I'm going to put. This is a very... Even though the slipstream is non-existent, it's still quite a slipstreamy circuit. It's like Spa. You can't really run away that well. You can work as a team and go faster together, but the pack will stay close unless they break away, and there will be huge gaps in between them. It's also very tricky to kind of get clean overtakes without losing a barrel of time. So choosing your moment to overtake is going to be fun. And with the way IRO4 is at the moment, being utterly like wreckfest, I expect carnage, if I'm brutally honest with you. I'll be very surprised if this is clean. As with any IR4 race, to be honest. So yeah, make sure you see the checkered flag. Make sure you stay safe out there as best you can. And yeah, do not touch the yellow sausage curbs. They are complete death. You have been warned. But yeah, let's get on with the mumbo jumbo stuff of split times. You see, I just nipped into the 40s there on my optimal. I wouldn't count it. So yeah, low 41s is my absolute fastest. And above my head will be a Discord where the OLAP, BLAP, telemetry and replay file will all be hidden in there for you, so you can have a look at this back in your own time and see where you are losing time or where you may be faster than me, which will be awesome if you are. I think that's everything, so let's crack on with the guide. Right then, Fuji, this mad little circuit. Would look at the straight in the track map up there. This straight is absolutely huge and stupid, but we're hunting for the breaking point, and it's kind of the 100-meter board or start of the curve. I mean, just before it, brake absolutely try and brake as hard as you can for this one. You really need to get the speed off, ease it off, turn it in, try and aim for the bollard. There'll be a theme about this circuit. Try and aim for the bollards is key. Get on full throttle as early as you can and use a little bit of the exit curve. You should be absolutely golden. Get on full throttle as mentioned, because we're going to need good exits all the way around here. Coming up to the very tricky turn 3, weirdly, 50-meter board when we start to lift and double brake. Stay in 5th or 4th if you prefer. Again, try and kill the bollard and do not run too far wide here. There is a slowdown and an off track out there, and you can bottom out on the curb, so be cautious. The very awkward turn 4 and turn 5, even though it's one big turn. Ease the car in, about halfway around it, start lifting off the throttle because it does tighten up around it, and you want to kind of get to this service road. You want to get on that service road to hit that apex. Let the car drift out slowly on full throttle and then bring the car back over to the right hand side. Don't worry about too much getting all the way over to the right hand side, but as soon as you point at the 50 board, brake, nice and easy. Nice turn, early turn in here, avoid the yellow sausage curb, clip the apex and get on full throttle. Let the car drift out to the other side of the curb. Be careful of counter steering here. The rear end is getting a little bit unhappy at this moment in time. Good exit out there will give you a good opportunity to overtake into the hairpin. This hairpin is extremely tight, so make sure you get a move done before the hairpin. After the little advertisement or the shadow there on the ground, shadow is not always going to be there, so you'd bear that in mind. Brake nice and heavy, turn it in nice and easy, get loads of curve through here. Didn't see any negatives for getting it. Second gear and try and keep on throttle around this corner. Really, really crucial to get a little run up the hill. Beautiful Mount Fuji in the background there. Absolutely love coming around that corner for that view. But bring the car over to the left-hand side, and we're kind of at the once you can see the end of the curve in, we want to turn in nice and late. And the reason being, we want to miss the exit. So apex, the bollard again, absolutely murder it, and that's why we don't want to go anywhere near the exit. There's 2 sausage curbs out there waiting for us, cheeky little rascals. Anyway, coming around to this very awkward corner, this is kind of where I start braking. Let the car drift out all the way to the right-hand side of the circuit. Literally try and keep the car as neutral as possible. You just have a little snap of oversteer, and then as I'm on full power coming over the crest, another little snap again. Be cautious there. There will be spinners there, so be careful. Bring the car over to the left-hand side now for the very awkward final corner. Add that white marker all the way over there. Brake and gradually turn it in. Decrease the speed. Kind of cut back for a late apex after the yellow sausage curb. I do miss it a little bit, but get on full throttle and avoid the yellow sausage curbs on exit. You see me missing the apex there, push me wide. This is the kind of thing. Make sure you get your apex, make sure you get your exit. You'll be absolutely golden. And then wait literally about 29 seconds down here, and you will eventually get to turn 1 again. But yeah, there's a line. Slipstream, I did mention it. You can keep with the guy in front, but as soon as you pull out, you're kind of hitting like VMAX or maximum velocity of this car with the aero, so it kind of doesn't give you any benefit if you're both doing 150 miles an hour at the same point. So yeah, it is possible to get overtakes done. But yeah, bear in mind going 2 or 3 cars wide in turn 1. It will happen. There will be crazy people. But that is us across the line in a 141.279. So not too bad. Quite happy with that lap. Obviously, a little bit of improvements I can make there, but it's important that I like to show you the few mistakes just so you know exactly where the mistakes are and how easily they can happen. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to that lovely YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you on the next one.